to the Milford Sound. We just traveled through, I think, that valley right there to get here. I don't even know what we did to get here, but it's all over the place. We are going to be on one of these cruise vessels going over there. I hope it's this big one because I get seasick, which is, I don't even know why I'm going on a boat. This is stupid. And I couldn't find Dramamine at any place here.
Not yet.
I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Look at me, I'm sailing on a boat, but I get seasick. Why am I on here? That's pretty much the boat we're on, except over there. It's literally identical. Nope, it's not identical at all. We are in the tail section. Right over there. This one's better. Well, we're on Milford Sound with a surprising amount of Chinese people.
Now if you look back across the other side of the fjord to the right there, you'll see the Stirling Falls once again. But you may notice the basin that it comes down from. It's actually called the Hanging Basin. It's been caused by a glacier that's come out from the Mount Pembroke. As you can see, very steep sidewalls with a low U-shaped base to it. If we were to drain the water out of Milford Sound itself, it would look very similar in shape. So that Hanging Basin there, as I say, has been caused by a glacier. It's been cut off in its tracks by the main glacier and the true fjord itself. Very similar to a small stream running into a larger river.
What he said earlier, that little falls there, it looks really, really tiny. Except for it is the size of a 50-story building. We're just far away and those mountains are gigantic, and what looks like moss on it is actually giant trees. That falls right there is 3 times higher than Niagara Falls. It's really, 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 really big. It's just that everything is really big. See that grove of trees? They didn't just grow there. They came from an avalanche from that mountain. And all the rocks came down, and the trees came down, and they just stayed there and grew. Because in other places, there's pretty much no room between the rocks and the water. But there's a little group of land right there, like a little beach. That's from the landslide. It's so sparkly. Water in the sun. We're on a boat race. If you need a ditch, yeah, no. Nobody wins that. And your step, apparently. Our spot on the ship is up here. It's like a penthouse. And we're losing. They're gaining on us. Why would you do this? Let's go faster. Bob has been, now he is at the Milford Sound boat cruise. Bob has also been in the Cathedral of Notre Dame in France and a couple of other places around the planet. It's a muster station. I guess it's like a gathering point for people and very, very tall people. Very, very tall people compared to the other people. Not bad. I'm doing not bad. Not seasick. But it's a fjord. A lake. River. So it's not that rough sailing on here. Well, riding, whatever. Boating. Mountains are freaking huge. It's a bell, and I really want to ring this thing. It's kind of interesting that people like to congregate in certain areas. Over here, down here, there's nobody. Just me. Everyone is up there. And I don't know why. They're all hanging up on the top. Seals. Waterfall. Seals. Hello. Seal, 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 seal. I like the seals. Seals. This is twice the height of the Empire State Building. It is really tall. Look how huge this thing is. It is ginormous. Look at that thing. It is huge. Why would you have a fly that's as big? Oh my god. So apparently the bell on the front of the ship is to signal where you're going in the fog. I asked the captain, and that's pretty much what he told me. So you signal one direction, you signal another direction. And no, you can't ring the bell. And I proceeded to tell me to get off the ship very politely, like, oh, they are all disembarking. Yes. So I'm still in Milford Sound, and I just went to the restroom, and there's a guy peeing like this. Why would you do that in a urinal? Eyes on your own junk. Eyes on your own junk, not everyone else's. Something I noticed about a lot of activities that happen on these little traveling jaunts is that there's definitely a set of things that you can do that are for younger people. Like we just went caving and rappelling down 100 feet and going inner tubing down an underwater cave river. Yeah, there's the oldest person there was like 30. And we just went on this little boat cruise down this sound. And the average age was definitely much older. And it's kind of an interesting experience to see what you can do when you're younger and traveling versus what you give up to do when you travel when you're older. So I highly recommend doing this stuff when you're younger because there are just some things that, I don't know, it gives you a different perspective you can go through life with versus just appreciating life and then realizing it later. I'd rather know earlier.